Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Let's Play Pokemon Soul Silver. This is episode number 11 in the series. We do have a ton going on this episode. Of course, we have some introductory battles, and then I think we're eventually going to go and end up getting another gym badge, and I think we have some exploration to do in the next town over and some things like that. So truly is going to be an episode filled with a lot of things going on. I did attempt to do this voice recording earlier, and as average Joe tradition, I had one too many soda pops, and yeah, let's just say that voice recording was less than stellar. But here we're going against Marill and a Mareep. Marill's easy one hit, and Mareep is going to be a 2-hit here. Gator is leveling up. Oh, Gator wants to learn Ice Fang. So this move is probably going to stick with us until the end of the game. It's going to be great against dragon types in the future. And honestly, overall, is an all-around great move for Gator to have. I know, I think I mentioned it in a previous episode, but I know I was talking about getting a ground-type Pokemon in one of the upcoming episodes, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. I found out that you can't get Donphan in Soul Silver, so we're going to have to make some team adjustments based on that, but I already have a path that I'm going down in my head, and I want to go down that route. Like I said, my big thing here is only using Gen 2 Pokemon, so with that being said, there's not that many great ground types that I'm aware of that we could really choose to replace Donphan, so we're gonna have to do some investigation to see what we should do next. I'm sure it'll be interesting, but we'll get through it. And here we got some normal types. Thank God I healed up VW Bug. We're gonna need him. I think here Thundershock is probably gonna be the best on Clefairy. Clefairy! I hate Clefairy as a Pokemon. It's so tanky and annoying. Honestly, a lot of these Pokemon, which I would classify as like cute Pokemon, are just so annoying to deal with. There's always a gimmick to them. They're always a pain in the ass. They're never challenging to defeat, but they feel like they prolong the episode so much. Like it takes a lot out of me every time. It's just, yeah, it's one of those things. But there we go. We have defeated a Clefairy. Yeah, these Clefairy, they're just so goddamn annoying every single time. I don't know what it is about them. I hate them so much. Like I said, they tend to just be these trolly, over-the-top, annoying Pokemon that I quite frankly hate dealing with every single time that we have to deal with them. It's so aggravating when they appear on screen. I just immediately want to start beating my head against a wall. Clefairy, Jigglypuff, Sunbowl, Wobbuffet, and Wigglytuff, of course, the evolution of Jigglypuff. And what's a Chansey? Oh my god, Chansey. Those are they're just a few of the Pokemon that I cannot stand. And it's not to say that like all normal type Pokemon are bad, because I love Snorlax and I love going up against Snorlax. Snorlax is tanky in a way that makes sense. These Pokemon, it doesn't make much sense to me. Like, why are they this tanky? I really find it funny that it encored me on my strongest move. So like that just sucks to be them. They encored me at my most effective move to utilize to defeat them. At least on that Pokemon, so it's always good. And we got VW Bug over here. He's, you know, strolling with us. I think we'll get one more episode where he'll be like the key player. You know, next episode I think we'll be using him quite a bit. But I think after that, VW Bug is going to take a back seat for a couple episodes. He's been following us around as our key partner for long enough, it feels like. You know, he's getting up to speed. I think by the end of next episode, he will be up to speed with the rest of our team, if not slightly lower. But there is going to be some grindiness coming up here soon. I'm not sure if they'll actually be in the episodes, but I do know in the future we will have some... excuse me. Jesus. We will have some grinding that we need to do. Not so much as to stay on target with our upcoming enemies, but more so to stay on target with the enemies later in the game, because they will become drastically... the difficulty will change very quickly. And here's a Stantler. I actually do a cut from when we first encounter it till the end of the battle here, because it takes me an ungodly amount of time to capture Stantler. So there you can see I have him in paralysis with looks like 1 hit point left, and I finally catch him here. Let's crack the soda pop. There we go, we got the Stantler. And I don't plan on utilizing him, but he's a cool looking Pokemon and I wanted to have him on the team, or at least capture him for the Pokedex. And of course, we're going to give him a nickname. And I mean, just look at him. Following the theme of our team. He's horny, baby. That's his name. You could... How could you not name him that? Classic. Such a great name for him. And another Pokemon battle, of course. A Vulpix, and I actually hesitated here because I was like, oh, that would be great as like a fire type, but then yeah, my rules say only Gen 2 Pokemon, and I kind of want to stick to them. So now we're in Ecruteak City, and this is going to be legitimately, the whole episode is just going to be everything going on in Ecruteak City. I think this is Bill right here. Yeah, hey Bill. I remember Bill from the first game. So that's why, like, these two feel, like, really, really natural, and then the third one. Oh, don't even get me going. Eventually, we will play that. For those that might be asking, are we going to do a Nuzlocke on it? I mean, eventually, I guess. But it'll be one of the last Nuzlocks we ever do. It will be the last Pokemon Nuzlocke we do. Because for me, the third generation of Pokemon is... absolute trash. I know there's probably a lot of people out there that are like, come on, Average Joe, it was pretty good. And in your defense, I will say it was like the first Pokemon game that like I really, really got into. Like I beat this one as a kid and had a lot of fun, but like for me, this one wasn't the highlight. When I first played through the third region, I was like really hyped on Pokemon at the time as a kid, and then I rolled right off of that into Diamond, and it was like, wow, these games are awesome. But anytime I go back and revisit Gen 3, it's just a terrible experience, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, I hate it so much. I hate so much about it. I hate that like half of the world is consumed by water in Gen 3. It's so annoying. I hate that there's no real sense of direction unless you've beaten the game before and just know where to go. Like outside of that, it's just sort of like hope you could figure it out. Like, it's so dumb to me. That, like, water type Pokemon to me aren't all that fantastic, and to have like whole areas of the map dedicated to the already overwhelming amount of water type Pokemon just completely kills my whole experience. Now that's just me. Maybe you all out there feel differently, but I will say from my standpoint, I've never liked it. It's just so annoying. Like all the time, it bugs me. yeah, it's... I don't even want to continue to get into it. Now I'm just like thinking in my head about how dreadful it would be to play through that again. It would be devastating. But here we go. There's a rocket grunt giving it to one of the Komodo girls, giving her a hard time. You know, up on stage, doing unspeakable things. He said he was gonna answer. I don't know what I'm talking about. Man, balls. The Komodo girls, from what I remember from the last time I beat them, all have an evolution. And you were just going up there with a coughing, my guy. That would not have ended well for you. If I get poisoned here, I swear to God, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay. Thank God we don't. Because it's just like, come on, buddy. You got one Pokemon, and it's pretty pathetic. And man, the experience share has been a huge help in this Let's Play. I'm glad it gave it to us so early. You know, I've always said I hate everybody getting experience, like, out the gate. But now that... Okay, now that, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Pokemon Legends Arceus, and all the other games have instilled that in my brain that that's the way of doing it. Switch training and things like that just feel like they would be absolutely terrible. Like, it's a luxury now, and I feel like if they take it away from me, I'm gonna be a bit agitated. So I feel like the experience share is a good in-between sort of fix for that issue, right? Like, I'm not hurting to get experience because I can delegate it to some of my team, but like, I don't necessarily need to either. But here we go. I think the next big thing to check out in Ecruteak City is going to be like what I'll call the Legends Hall of Fame. I don't know what it's called. Is it Burnt Tower? Burned Tower? Yeah, Burned Tower. That's actually, I really like that. This line right here is going to be really funny. So obviously, you see, there's the legendaries down there, and I can't just drop down and see him. And this guy's going to come over and talk to us, and he's like, I'm on the trail of a Pokemon named Suicune. I heard Suicune is here. And he's like, I've heard it's down there. It's like, I could see them through the gaping hole. How can you not see them? You're standing right there. You're looking at all of them right now. Perfect angle at all the legendary Pokemon. Like, you could just look down and visually confirm that they're there. And of course, we're gonna have a big battle with YouTube. How fun. YouTube, honestly, I really regret letting him pick Chikorita as the starter, because he has become so trolly because of it. Because, yeah, Chikorita is honestly, Bayleaf, I should say. Bayleaf is like a solid, bulky, defensively built Pokemon. It's annoying. Like, I'm used to dealing with Feraligatr, which usually a Thunder Shock will deal with it. But we don't really have a strong fire type. We have some grass types, but nothing that's like offensively amazing against Bayleaf, which kind of sucks. I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty shitty. And it always puts me in a bad situation, because it's like, then I have to actually use my old brain here to get it in a situation where we can win. I mean, last time we had a trainer battle, if you didn't check out that episode, go and check it out. Just go in the playlist and look a few episodes back. It was ridiculously long. It's like maybe a 15-minute long battle against YouTube here. But I think this time we're a little bit better prepared to deal with it. I think I've learned some of my lessons, so Bayleaf is going to be coming out. I'm going to keep battling. So the key here is Bayleaf is actually pretty fast. So I'm going to try and get it with a Thunder Wave. poison powder, so it poisons me. Shit. Okay. So Zapperman, or Shocker, aka, is on a fixed timeline now. But good news is we got the Thunder Wave off. So now what I'm gonna try and do is use Cotton Spore, because Cotton Spore is going to slow the Pokemon down. Luckily, it's missing a lot of attacks here because it has paralysis. So that'll be, maybe we could get 2 instances of Cotton Spore down, lower its speed twice. Because, yeah, it doesn't just lower the speed, it harshly lowers the speed. I don't know what the difference is there, truly, but I'm hoping it's a lot. So that way, everything we send in there after Bayleaf can take Bayleaf down. Magical Leaf, that might be a one-hit. With how low we are on health, I'm getting that vibe. Yeah, it wouldn't have been, but we got poisoned, so that's okay. Next, I say we send out VW Bug. He has Aerial Ace, which is probably going to do a good chunk of damage here. Will it be enough to pull us through, though? Okay, that's a good bit. But it's going to use Reflect, so that way it has some more health to hang on to. I understand that call. So our damage-dealing moves won't be doing as much. I avoided Poison Powder. That's always good. Let's use Aerial Ace again. I'm guessing it's going to go with Synthesis here. Yep. So it's going to heal up. But luckily, like I said, we're outspeeding. So that makes a world of difference. Otherwise, it could just be a way for us to lose. And it's paralyzed here, so it's actually going to be missing some moves periodically throughout here, which is going to be really good for us. Magical Leaf. I think that's the end, honestly. I think that's the last thing that Bayleaf's going to be able to throw at us. Yeah, especially, yeah. Protect's effects wore off. It's done. There you go, Bayleaf. You're done. And Magnemite. I'm not going to switch. I'm going to let VW Bug shine here. He's been shining all episode. I'm going to continue to let him shine. There we go, Rock Smash. That's probably going to end it. Yeah, because he's a Steel type. Which once again answers my question. Who are we going to get to deal with the Steel types? Apparently VW Bug. Apparently he was an all-around amazing pick for this Let's Play. Like the best Pokemon on the team. According to the past couple minutes of what I've seen. But let's go down to the basement. Let's meet the legendary Doggos. Look at them. They're doing a little... There they go. They're all running. Suicune stops and stares at me. He just gave me a lick, Professor. What should I do? Oh, it happened in a blur. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, this part's not really all that exciting. If you don't know the gimmick of the legendaries in this Pokemon, so there's Lugia, and Ho-Oh, of course, that can be found at their respective locations. Just like Mewtwo can be found, or Moltres, or any of the previous Gen 1 legendaries. But then, outside of them, the legendary dogs are going to be roaming around the map randomly. And anytime we step into the small grass, or the tall grass, we have a percentage chance of just randomly coming across them. And most of the time they run. But you could try and throw an Ultra Ball at them. Or if you have a Pokemon that has a move like Mean Look, like Ghastly and Haunter and those Pokemon do, you could use Mean Look to stun them in there and then just continuously hit them with Ultra Balls or do whatever else you want to do with them before you try and attempt to catch them. But yeah, that's their gimmick. I think Suicune, because this is a remake of Crystal and not Silver itself, is going to be one of the dogs that we actually have to run into, and it doesn't have the option to run from us. So that's cool. We should get the opportunity to catch a Suicune at the minimum, but Entei and Raikou will be running around just randomly, and if we see them, we'll catch them, or at least try to. If we don't see them, we don't see them. Yeah, what are you gonna do? I'm not gonna make a conscious effort to go and try and catch them because it's been pretty difficult in the past to do that. And another Ghastly. Another Ghastly. I think that's why, like I said, when I first did the original voice recording for this one, I just started to, like, really run low of ideas and things like that. And I think a large portion of that is that the majority of the Pokemon in this gym are just Ghastly and Haunter. Like, that's pretty much all we see here. There's a few exceptions, I believe, but that's it for the most part, and it's... You know, it stinks because, like, for a Ghost-type gym in Gen 2, they only introduced one more Ghost-type Pokemon. So it's like, it's just a stupid gym to have. I get why they did it, but it's also at the same point in time, it's just like, come on, man, what are you doing? Yeah, see, here's a Haunter. Haunter. Sorry, my nose is a little bit clogged, so when I say Haunter, it sounds really weird. A Haunter. There's Mean Look. So that's what I'm talking about with the roaming legendaries, as they're called. You could use Mean Look so that way they can't get themselves out of the battle. You know, just a neat little trick there. They can't run away. VW Bug leveling up to level 20. It's right where we wanted him. Here's another Haunter. As soon as I go to say his name, I get the sniffles, I swear to God, every single time. I'm gonna send out Zapperman. I just need to start redistributing the experience points now that VW Bug is up there in level. And Curse. Curse is such a shitty move. I get it, but it really is garbage. He sacrifices half his health, so that way I take like a third damage every single turn. It's really stupid. It is not fun. I never like seeing it. It's almost an unfair move, especially because it does this. Watch, we beat him. Everybody gets the EXP. We defeated the trainer. Oh no, I thought it was going to hit with Curse again, because sometimes it will try and do that bullshit. And I think now that he came over, there's no way I can... Oh, I guess I can go down, up to the left, and then up. The gimmick with this one is, like, if you don't follow the exact pattern, you could fall through the floor, which is like, ooh, I fall through the floor! And then I just have to start the pattern over again. Only this time it's not hidden and is really easy to do. It's so stupid. It's... This gym to me feels really uninspired for a remake, if I'm gonna be brutally honest. Nothing here impresses me, which is a shame. Because, yeah, I think this is our 4th gym match. Like, we're officially halfway through the game. Things should be getting exciting here. And they're not. They're just simply not. Let's use a super potion. Sorry to be like a bummer there, but yeah. For it being my favorite generation, it just... This gym in particular is not... It's not feeling as good as it did. Let's take... He doesn't need the EXP share. Zapperman can use it. Let's give that to Zapperman. In retrospect, I should have given it to Hooter, and you'll see why in a minute. Oh, I took one additional step too many. So that's no fun. But you can see when we come back, all the areas are lit up as they were, so it's not as bad. And this guy's gonna come down and challenge us. And I think he's the last, what I'll term, gym grunt. I think the gym leader is up next. So, we should be pretty close, folks, but I do think our gym leader battle takes a little bit of time. So, it should be entertaining. if not anything else. But here we go. Let's send Hooter out here. And Hooter out first. I'm like, oh man, Hooter's not gonna be fun. Now I got Mean Look. I can't even take Hooter out of here. This isn't gonna be good. But Hooter's doing okay damage against the Haunter, I guess. Oh, Confuse Ray, are you kidding? See, at this point I started thinking to myself, I was like, you know what, Hooter's a lost cause. I've had so many problems with Hooter. It seems like impossible to train him. And now he's gonna curse us. Of course he is. Of course he is. Oh. But there we go. The curse actually took him out, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. But now I get hit with the curse. And like I said, in retrospect, I should have kept him in there, because you're gonna see Hooter, who I was not familiar with. You'll see it. You'll see it here in a minute. I don't want to ruin the surprise. But here we go. Let's use Aerial Ace. A critical hit. There we go. VW Bug gets some EXP, and so doesn't Zapper Man. Very nice. You can see at this point in time, I'm really trying to spread the EXP around to the team, like nice and evenly. If that guy would have got out of the way, I could have progressed, but with the way he was standing, I felt there's no way to get around him other than falling off. So that's kind of cheap. Thanks, Pokemon. Don't want to go that way, you want to go this way. That's clearly the gym leader. Dun, 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 dun. That was my best rendition of, Super Mario Bros. 3. The intro to like the ships that go around. You know, they do just like that. But here we go. Let's battle against Morty. I think that's his name. Let's see what we can get done. Morty, you stand no chance against Average Joe. Don't you know who you are dealing with, son? Morty, you punk. You're gonna go down. Let's see what he's got. He's got a Ghastly. Oh boy. Pretty sure this is gonna be a one-shot. Now I am running low on Aerial Ace, which is scary, and I didn't have any Ether. So we could actually be in trouble. I will say I've always found it funny too, like, over the years, this series and Kingdom Hearts have always been my favorite, and they both use ethers, so I don't know. I've always found that a little humorous. Just a little side humor. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. There we go. Shocker getting some EXP, and Haunter's coming out. VW Bug, prove that you're the man. See, but I am running low on Aerial Ace, which could be a big deal. Because right now, that's the thing keeping us together. And man, Hypnosis is missing a lot. That is good news for VW Bug. He is just storming through enemies out here. Here comes Gengar. Gengar's where the first problem could actually occur. Like, Gengar actually scares me. And Hypnosis is going to put VW Bug to sleep. Gengar is definitely going to outspeed a lot of our Pokemon, which is scary as well. We're probably going to need some setup here. Shadow Ball, how effective is that? Okay, pretty damn effective. Yeah, there goes VW Bug. Shit. This could be really bad. And this is me not knowing typings. Just in case those that are curious. You know, if you're familiar with typings and you see my mistake already, good for you, but I didn't at this point in time. There we go. That's a little bit less than half. I should have used Bite there in retrospect. But now my Gator's dead. Now I decided to send in Hooter just so that way I could revive Gator and get Bite to come back out. But then you'll see I quickly realize something. I realize it. And there is no revive there. It's actually in another pouch. I think it's this one. There's the revive. Let's give that to Gator. It used Hypnosis, but the attack misses. So this guy has Insomnia as an effect. So he can actually... Hooter can't fall asleep from that attack. It's impossible. Which is good. So let's try Peck. Why not? Or maybe we could set up against it, I guess. Yeah, mean look, so we're stuck in the battle anyways. Let's try and set up as much as we can. I'm gonna go with Reflect. Raise my defenses. Go for Hypnosis. Put it to sleep, and we might be able to troll Gengar. It's possible. Gengar is gonna be asleep. I've got Protect on, so even if it wakes up, it's not gonna be doing a lot of damage. It's gonna get a little bit of health back with this berry. That's no big deal. We'll just keep going with Peck while it's asleep. Let's do it again. Why not? And once Protect wears off, I guess we'll use that again too. Yeah. Let's use Reflect. So that way, even if we switch into another Pokemon, like if he comes out and one-shoots Hooter, all the team's defenses will be raised. It uses Sucker Punch. Okay. That's not doing a lot. And honestly, I'm going to go back to Hypnosis and put it back to sleep. I keep missing. It's missing too, though. This is fine. I can deal with this. Let's go with Reflect again, because that wore off. I'm just being ultra cautious at this point in time, honestly, if I'm going to be 100% serious. We might as well just go for Peck twice more. Because you see, Shadow Ball doesn't affect us, which is a big revelation. There we go. Hooter took him out. Good job, Hooter. But then wait till you see this. Zapperman levels up. Good job. But Hooter levels up. And guess what Hooter learns? Confusion. What an amazing move for Hooter to learn. Tackle, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of town. Hooter's actually becoming a stud. Hooter's the MVP of this episode. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching the end of this episode. If you like this episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff greatly motivates myself to make videos just like this in the near future. I greatly appreciate everybody's support. We just recently hit 50 subscribers on the channel, which is a big deal to myself and is greatly appreciated by myself. Yeah, we'll be playing this series and Kingdom Hearts 2 in the upcoming weeks. In the past, have really gone over like what days specifically they're going to come out, but next week with myself being on vacation, I don't really have a set guideline or any even rough idea as to how many episodes or when they're going to be coming out. I'm going to try and evenly space what I get done this week and plop that out there for next week, and then work really hard the following week to get at least 3 to 4 episodes of stuff out. But then we'll be back on course. I wanted to wrap this up at the end of June. I do expect we'll more likely be looking at like 1 to 2 weeks into July, but it's okay because we have a Nuzlocke planned and Super Mario 2 planned for the following month. And I don't think either will be as time-consuming as Kingdom Hearts 2 or this game. So, good stuff to look forward to there. Like I said, Hooter he's not the legitimate, like, gun show that we need him to be at this point in the game. But, he definitely really surprised me in this episode. So if he surprised you, drop down in the comments below. Zapperman or Hooter for the win. And yeah, until next time, everybody, take it easy, and we'll see y'all here on the next one. I'll leave you with a little bit of an awkward noise here. Peace out, Girl Scout.